and welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christina Lees, and today I am going to be making a vegan Big Mac pizza. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, McDonald's was my favorite thing in the world. Didn't get to go very often. Have always been a Big Mac, like obsessively a Big Mac fan. Other fast foods never interested me. Other burgers, other Taco Bells and Pizza Hut and Burger King and all the other fare out there never interested me. Just Big Macs and French fries. Vegans know, of course, that even the French fries at McDonald's aren't vegan because they have beef tallow in them. They're not fried in animal fat, but they have beef tallow, which I think is beef fat, in the actual potato mixture that they make the fries from. I gave up meat in the 80s, late 80s. Big Macs were a thing that I was going to miss a great deal. I was pescatarian, though. And so for a long time, I would buy a fillet of fish and buy a Big Mac and give the patties to my dogs and put the fish into the Big Mac and then dip fries into the tartar sauce on it. It was just a disgusting, acne-provoking orgy of disgustingness, but I enjoyed it and did it quite frequently. But not for a very long time. I haven't done it in a long time. I gave up fish a couple of years ago, and that's that. So you may have noticed I have a collection of vinyl dolls here on the counter. This is the Fat Ronald McDonald from the Super Size Me documentary. My friend Ron English is the artist that designs these guys. It's a little Ron English doll he made of himself. He's a great, tremendous artist. His site's popaganda.com, P-O-P, popaganda.com. He's a great political activist against sugar and foods and cigarettes advertised to kids and that kind of thing. He's got a whole bunch of toys with 3 eyes and a whole bunch of toys with 3 boobs, which happens to be fitting right now, #boob, for me and this channel having some boob controversy. Okay, so here's what we do. Everyone must know, or most of you I assume know, that a Big Mac is 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. I'm making a pizza though, so I'm going to be using Beyond Meat for the 2 all-beef patties. I'm going to be using Go Veggie American slices for the cheese, and I'm going to make the special sauce right now. The special sauce is, it kind of makes more than you're going to need, so cut it in half if you don't think you're going to make more than one of these pizzas. They're ridiculously convincing, though. This is 3/4 of a cup of vegan mayo. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sweet relish, 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, 2 tablespoons of French dressing. I couldn't find a French dressing that had this bright red color to it, so I made my own. I will put the recipe for this French dressing that I made in the notes below, but it's pretty good, pretty close stuff, and you can be sure that there's nothing in it funky that you don't want. And then finally, this is a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic, it was Boston for you, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. All right, I'm going to whisk that around. All right, I'll set that aside. You might want to add a little water to it to thin it so it'll drizzle better. You don't want it, it needs to drizzle over the pizza, so this is pretty thin, but if you need to thin it with water. So the next thing is dough. I made my own dough in my bread machine. It's the great secret of bread machines, which don't make good bread. I don't like the way they cook the bread, that it doesn't make the house smell like bread, doesn't give a crusty outside to the bread. It's kind of a useless thing for cooking. It's good for making jam, and it's really good for making pizza dough. You don't have to make your own pizza dough. You don't need a bread machine to make it. You could make it by hand. Or you could just buy a Delovely or use your own favorite pizza dough recipe. I'm going to roll this out in some semolina flour, and I will be back. Okay, I have rolled out not all of that dough, just a piece of it, into a little individual size Warner pizza. Another secret I want to share with you is that you do not need a pizza brick. I find them useless and hard to wash. I have like 3. They live in my oven. They don't do anything but live in there and get hot and then cool off. I use this terrible old rusty, I mean, why don't I get a new one? I really should. Terrible old rusty pan that I just love, and I line it with parchment paper, like so. Then just place the dough on that. Fits perfectly. Okay, now I'm going to open up some cheese and the meat, and I'll be back. And I'm back. Okay, and so first of all, in case you were wondering why I rolled it out in semolina flour, I do that for two reasons. One, it keeps it from sticking to the counter, but two, it adds a little bit of a crispy, like it sticks to the dough and it adds a little crispiness, a little crunch to the crust. I like my crust to be stiff. I want to hold the piece of pizza out, and I like it to stick straight out there like a diving board and not be floppy and need to be coddled. So I'm going to start with some Beyond Meat beefy crumbles, or beefy crumbles. And I'm going to crumble some on the top of the pizza. By the way, to the makeup fans out there, ladies, the lipstick I'm wearing, this red lipstick, happens to be made by a company named Too Faced, and the shade is 90210. I shit you not. They made a 90210 red lipstick. I wore a great deal of red lipstick on that show. All right, a little more of this, a little bit more. All right, now I wash my hand real quick. Now I'm going to put the cheese on top. I said I had Go Veggie American, which I wish I did, but I have Go Veggie Cheddar. Whatever, it's probably made of petroleum product. I'm going to lay some of these on here and cover up that meat, just like it's a cheeseburger. All right, pretty much covered up. Now I'm going to put it in the oven. The oven's important. The temperature's important. They should be 450 to 500 if you can get it that high. 450 should be good. Make sure the oven's actually at 450. Don't put it in at 350, or just make sure it's at temperature before you put it in. I'm going to put it in probably for about 10 minutes, and I'll be back. All right, here she is out of the oven. This is a very thin crust. Oh yeah. Be right back and put this away. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Right? Okay, so that is 2 all beef patties. Special sauce is last. Cheese is on there, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put on some chopped onion. All this is not measured. This is to your taste. I would dice the onion pretty small, though, because they do at McDonald's. Then I'm going to add some chopped pickle. It smells like a Big Mac. It's really crazy. Now I'm going to put on some shredded lettuce. People that eat Big Macs have given this the thumbs up. It's really, even people that don't like Big Macs have given this the thumbs up. All right, a little bit more lettuce. All right. And then I'm going to add a little water to this so I can drizzle it better. That was about a 1/4 cup of water. Maybe that was too much. That was too much. Oh no. All right, it's too much. I added too much. All right, no big deal. It is a big deal, but hold on now. I need a spoon. I added too much. I'll be right back. All right, don't do what I did. Don't put too much. Not that it matters very much. Then just drizzle some special sauce on there. Maybe it's not too thin. It'd be better if it was a little thicker, but it's not the end of the world. Drizzle, 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 drizzle. All right, that looks about good. And then, what's the thing missing? I'll tell you what it is. Sesame seeds. I don't have a sesame seed bun, but no reason we can't put some sesame seeds on there. Okay, I'm going to cut into it. Let's get in there. It's a very crispy crust. Oh yeah. And there it is. Get that steam. I'm going to take a bite. Oh my God. It's really nuts. So there you have it, my vegan Big Mac pizza with vegan 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and some sesame seeds. And that, as they say, is that. That is my Big Mac pizza. I am Christina Elise. This is delightful, delicious, Delovely. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and consider watching the video vegans videos I have up here on the channel, on this channel too. They're 1 or 2 minutes long, and they're just really quick format recipes, so you can see just how easy some of these things are to make. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.